Fala rapaziada, eu tô com o SeeEL e com o Smiley aqui. A gente vai estar experimentando algumas besteirinhas brasileiras. Vamos ver se eles gostam, tem muita coisinha boa. Isso aqui é uma maravilha. Quero ver eles experimentando isso. Okay, let's try the first one.
Yeah.
This is like
I'm not looking forward to this. Coffee candy,
coffee
bro. This
candy.
was the only thing that I saw that I was like
No, but these
immediately.
are normally good, mate.
I'm not gonna like this, probably. Normally good. You've had coffee candy before?
For me, it's like
For real.
so this one.
Is it like licorice, maybe?
No, it just
No,
tastes
no,
like
just
sweet coffee, bro. It's a
Oh,
little bit.
you're supposed to chew it, right?
You don't buy it, you just go.
Not bad, no?
It's not bad actually.
Yeah,
It's
not bad.
kind of like it reminds me of a licorice candy we have in Sweden, but it obviously has the coffee flavor. I thought it would be despicable, but it's like this one was the only one I was like, I don't even want to try that.
Brazilian coffee candy tastes okay, but if they gave me a call,
You don't want to be sponsored by this shit.
why?
I don't know.
It tastes
they have-
okay, I like it.
I think you can get a better sponsor,
But I would like it more, I mean, depends.
but
on
maybe
the-
they have like full monopoly on coffee candy.
Yeah,
So-
I mean,
But we should rate it out of 10, no? Everything we try.
yeah, it's like a solid 7.
That's kind of
bro.
nice. I mean, okay, actually 5 is maybe a bit weak. Like, I expected it to be so bad that I had like the 1 or 2 ready. So I'm gonna give it a 6.5.
Okay, it's a solid 7.
6.5.
6.5.
Solid 7.
Nah,
So
not,
high,
not, not 7 because I don't wanna like
Actually, I wouldn't.
inflate the ranking.
That's true. I wouldn't eat that every day all the time. So it's like a 6.5. It's
6.
good. It's good.
6 out of 10 for me.
5 is average, right?
Yeah. We should be like professional taste testers, like spit the water back in. Smell the wine. Okay, this could be like, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of like bouillon. You know bouillon?
Okay, but
It's like a bouillon.
why didn't you have the coffee candy? What's up with that?
It's okay, I don't like that much. Okay, the next one for me is like really good, one of the best here probably.
Bomb?
Oh,
Yeah,
I know
it's
what
kind
it
of
is.
like a peanut butter candy.
Peanut butter
I
candy.
think I
Yeah,
know
I
what
like
it is.
I'll have one also. It
Then
used to be
I-
better, but it's still okay.
Bro, this is my candy.
I know exactly what this
Dude,
is.
the name
we have
is-
this in Sweden.
Dude, the name is Dadinho, bro. It's literally my candy, no? Dadinho.
What are you trying to say, bro? You're the father of Brazil already, or that's fallen. Respect the goat. No, but this is good. I know exactly what this is, but I forgot what it's called in English. This is like a.
You didn't like it?
Daddy, what do you think?
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah,
you
it's
prefer
okay.
the fucking coffee candy, bro.
No, but this is like,
What do you give this actually? I'm curious.
it's a
now.
texture. I wish it was a bit more chewy.
But it's like this kind of cola, whatever the frick it's
No, no.
called.
You have the same thing in Korea. I don't know what it's called, but it's like slightly more chewy.
Oh.
It's a texture for me. The taste is really good.
But no, it's really good. Like a 7, 7 probably.
This,
Maybe even an 8.
it's not everyone that likes, but
Solid
I
seven.
love it. It's like a banana candy.
Yeah, this one looks.
Wait,
nice.
what
the
did you get?
texture,
This looks
yeah, it
suspicious
does,
as
the
fuck.
texture is also kind of weird, but I love this shit.
I mean, the one thing I like about the packaging is this like OG. It's like no like fancy like zoomer shit.
Smell it.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I'm more scared of the look of it than the smell.
It smells
looks-
like preservatives.
It looks like a bit rotten.
Yeah, it smells like chemicals.
But
bro.
hey, oh, this I will not like this.
10
I
out of
don't-
10
Really?
for me. It is.
I don't want to bite this.
Just a little bit.
It's not bad.
Okay, it looks worse than it is.
But Mel Dels,
No.
do you Brazilians not like chewing?
No,
Why is everything soft?
I don't like this. Like, you catch?
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
bad
get that out of
catch.
here. If you give me a call, I'll make this look
It's-
like the most tastiest thing you've ever
Maybe
seen.
it's too sweet. Like, I don't know what the issue is. Like,
But,
the
bro, it's the
texture.
texture.
I think the texture is weird for me.
They don't
But,
chew, bro.
but it tastes better than.
We don't care much about
I
texture
expected.
here. That's a fact.
Okay, if this was like, if it was this texture with like a fruit flavor, like that's not preservative
Well,
flavor.
I don't think.
No, like
it's-
I'm not talking about real banana flavor. I'm talking like fake shit. You know, if it tastes like Skittles, can I say that? Skittles, then I'd like eat it.
You know these like fruit candies you get that are like have this exact texture? I can't think of anything I'm thinking of.
Yeah, but it's like the sour, like
Marmalade.
Yeah,
Like the
yeah.
marmalade candies, you know?
Yeah.
It's like that. And I'm not a big fan of those, so I'm not a big fan of this.
I'm
4 out
not
of 10.
looking forward to this.
3 out of 10, I would never eat
Misericordia,
this.
what
I love
is
this
this?
one.
This is
In my
like,
free time.
this looks like liver, bro. Misericordia.
But
fucking-
it's
But it looks
gross.
fucking horrible, but it's good.
okay, but this one, like
Nah.
let's get into the real
Nah,
snacks
but you
now.
have to eat it with cheese, dude. That's like cringe.
No, that's,
Okay, let's go.
that's epic. Hey, what about the banana, Chris? A week for?
This is like, it's like a 5.
A 5 for you?
Actually,
Average. For me, it's below average.
It would be, it would be
You like it?
3.5.
You like it?
Yeah, I love dark banana.
6.5.
It'd be,
Okay.
it would be 3.5.
3.5, yeah,
Like,
that's
okay,
fair.
the grading for 3.5 is 5 is average, 3.5 is if I was like in a stranded desert and this is like a what this tastes like
you would tank it. Okay,
I know now. I know what this is.
Okay, move on.
Like nutrients bar.
Yes, but there's a show, there's a movie. It's like an Arctic train movie and it has like social classes. At the very end you have like, you know what I mean? The very end, there's like a low class and then as you go to the front of the train, it's like upper class. And they feed them this, bro. It looks just like this. It looks just like this. And they make it out of bugs and cockroaches and stuff, you know? But it's like nutritious. It's like 3.5.
My goodness.
Bro, it's so good.
Alright, I try it. Oh, I like this. This is like a Brazilian snack. Basically, you guys are already eating, so the flavor is like Mexican jalapeno.
The flavor is spicy Mexican.
Yes, literally.
When you have
It's so good.
when you have snacks, it's like meant to be salty and like then other flavors, right? This is just spice.
No, it's not like that at all.
Nah, it is.
I mega disagree. This is top tier snack. This is like Dorito spicy, but actually good. I could eat. This is a 10 out of 10 for me snack. This is like I go to the grocery shop just for this.
It's pretty good. It's like a 7.
7.
Yeah,
That's
7.
weak.
But the flavoring is just not on, mate. Is this good?
Is this also guava?
What is this?
This is like from Rio de Janeiro. It's like Guaraná, very sweet.
Oh,
I find it to be very good.
I like it. The aftertaste is a bit strange, you know, but I like it. The drink is like a 6. The snack is like a 10 or a 9. Easy.
I think the drink is like same tier as a snack, bro.
Can I keep this?
Sure.
Keep this.
Let's try the next one. It's
Or
like
is anyone else trying it?
same brand, but barbecue flavor.
Barbecue
This one is
flavor.
gonna be good. You ask.
I prefer the green one actually.
Torcida
But
was
this is good.
off to a good start, so let's see. I usually don't like
I
bacon
agree.
snacks and stuff like that, but
Yeah, but
Chris is salivating. Hey, you gotta let me have a piece, not for content.
Let him get it, bro.
give me a sec.
Show
This
too.
is goated, bro. See, the other one is just spice. This is like flavor.
Ah, you can keep that.
I'll keep this.
I don't get the point.
The other one is better.
For sure, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's good.
I feel like I'm missing like
Chegou?
this is just heavy for no reason.
It's heavy for a reason, bro. It's meant to be heavy. It says
You know,
churrasco.
you know, it tastes
Como é que eu
like
explico o pastel?
you know the spice bag you get with a ramen box.
Yeah,
When you like
Like
take a little tab of it, but lighter
Massa,
in
como é que é
flavor.
massa?
that's what it is. It's like
It's
Maggi,
like
Maggi beef noodles.
very chemistry, like chemical. No, I don't like it. But it's okay. It's like a 6 out of 10. It's above
As I'm
average.
eating it, my cells are being transformed into something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like mutating, but it's good.
Now we got also a good one.
Oh.
This is like very good. It's called pastel. It's like it's kind of like a fried pasta. I don't really know how to explain.
I've seen this in the grocery store a lot.
Qual que é o sabor?
I've been so curious to try it. Oh, this I'm so
This is
hyped
very
for.
good.
I've seen like the raw pastel, you know, when it's just the dough or whatever.
You usually eat with this.
What is that? Cane sugar juice?
Yeah, this is cane sugar juice.
I always wanted to try it. Okay. I just buy it.
Yeah.
Okay, I had it with.
You don't get some.
I got no feeling, but the bread already is very good.
Have you had a McDonald's apple pie? It's just that on the outside, no? It's just a giant ass version.
It's
and I love it.
different.
But the bread is so much better. No,
Different, but it's similar. It's like mega sweet.
no I don't like
Mega extra gumbo
this. I don't
sweet.
like this. The juice I don't like. But mamma mia, this is good.
Hey, what plate is yours, bro?
Bro, you just ate like to the bottom and you left.
Yeah, because I'm trying to eat the filling.
Oh, I'm just gonna devour it.
Whoa! You know what this tastes like? I like it. I really like it.
Sugar cane juice.
No, in Korea, we have something called chicken. It's like a rice drink, and it tastes like this.
No,
Super good, no?
this was better than this one, I think.
Really?
But I don't know what it is. It's chicken, but with some kind of sauce.
It's chicken and kind of like a cream cheese.
Yeah. 10 out of 10. Yeah.
Mega good.
Give
I
me a
moved-
try that again. Let's try that again.
Bro, I moved the spicy snack down to a 9, and this is a 10.
Spicy snack was a 9 for you?
Yeah,
What is wrong with
that's very solid.
you? He just hasn't had good food.
Bro, you like the meaty snack more than the spicy snack. You have issues, like serious, deep, personally rooted issues that probably stem from your childhood, and you need to resolve them. Give me the other one. Like, you can't just take mine and not give me. Chris.
Sugar cane are the calabrese.
Okay, just one more bite, please.
No, but this
I
is
think-
so good, no?
Just one more bite.
Okay, pastel is a 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.
This shit is fucking good.
Okay, at least we agree on that, Chris. Right? Sorry. Actually, I don't want to shake a greasy hand.
The sugar cane's like,
No, the sugar cane for me is like a 2 out of 10. Like, I'd rather probably die from
I'd rather
dehydration.
drink piece.
Yeah, maybe.
It kind of looks like piece, to be honest.
this is a 7. No, this is a 7, this is a 10. But I think I like the ham one more.
The sugar cane was a A 7?
7. It's
Wow.
good. It's good.
I don't get it.
I get it. You're Swedish. You have no cultural
Like it.
significance when it comes to food. It happens.
You can also mix this with
Me
some
as a
fruits.
sophisticated Korean.
Strawberry, pineapple,
Yeah.
lemon.
But do you like the chicken
It's
more?
just,
or the
it's just
ham?
weird. It's too weird for me.
Okay. Oh.
No, don't mix.
No,
Don't mix. Don't
no,
mix.
no.
No,
No.
mix this too, please.
I'm like singed, bro. I'm like singed.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
It's a crime.
You're doing it for the camera.
Nah, I'm not, bro. It makes sense. Think about it.
No.
I think nothing makes sense with the sugar cane.
That was expected.
Woo! It's actually pretty good.
It pumps up.
No, it's actually pretty good.
I don't believe
Try
it.
it.
No,
It's
I don't
not
want
bad.
it.
It's like
no,
vanilla.
I don't want this sugar cane next close to me.
It's pretty good. Don't lie.
It's not that bad,
It's pretty
actually.
good.
It's not
But
that
I
bad.
hate the sugar cane.
I'm a
bro.
genius.
I don't want.
No, try it.
2 out of
It's
10.
not that
Try
bad.
it. You don't taste the sugar? Try it.
No, because the sugar cane used tastes like it's old, you know?
No, but it's not like that.
Past its
Just
expiry
try.
date.
Hey, next one. Let's try next one, please. This is like a snack that's known for being smelly as, you know? Like cheesy, smelly. I don't like that much, but it's okay again.
Known for being smelly. Try one.
What's this called?
Fofura. It's like cuteness.
Come on. I only had one. I only had one.
Woo!
When you eat snacks like this, you want to like eat a lot, right? So it should have more of a kick in each one. But it's not bad. It's like above average.
It's good, bro. What are you saying? This is so much better than like the other
The
ones.
spicy one.
No.
Both.
The spicy one is better than this.
Nah.
This is like a 7, I think. 7 out of 10 for me.
This is an 8.
Next one. This is like ham flavor.
Oh, I
This
would-
one was cheese.
Probably not like this actually.
This I like it. Like it more.
Very salty, right?
No.
Not so salty?
No.
Now this doesn't taste like much, I think.
It does taste like some, but like it's like ham flavor, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, it's ham flavor.
I mean, it's like the snacks you get at the cinema. That are like bacon flavored. Okay, it's not that bad.
The thing is like, okay, when you have a cheeseburger, you have it with cheese, right? Give me some of that. I'm making a burger, bro.
I think it's also a 7. Yeah, it's a 7. But it smells like a 3.
I'm not gonna lie, when you mix them all together,
Really eat five.
it's actually good. It's like,
Just stop mixing stuff. We're like frying them
It's being
together.
weird, I know. It's
Yeah.
being weird.
Yeah.
I'm not being weird, bro.
You're actually
Mixing.
gross.
Okay,
You're making me uncomfortable.
Okay, let's put it this way. When you have cereal, why do you have cereal with milk?
Because they go good together. They're meant for each other.
Yeah, and they're meant for each other too.
Snacks from the same brand.
Yeah, there's a little bit like.
I have culinary
Let's
experience.
try this one. This one is also like very traditional. I think you
I've had this.
had a lot.
I've had this.
No, I think, yeah.
This one's like very chill
This
snack.
is very good.
It's just sweet.
This is terrible.
Really?
Oh,
Jesus
it's
fucking
very
Christ.
chill. It's like the breadsticks you get at like a fancy Italian
It's
place,
just shit,
but in
bro.
a snack.
You hate it that much?
It's so bad.
And then you take 5 more.
No, I'm just trying one
I
more.
will eat this all day.
Yeah, same.
Really?
And the good thing about this, you don't feel fat for eating it.
Yeah, but it's for sure fattening. It's like pure carbs. You know what this is perfect with?
It's very puffy.
It's this.
Alcohol.
It's the other military rations in
Oh.
the Snowpiercer. It's like every day you get 3 blocks of this one and 2 blocks of this one.
You know, this would go really good with
Christ,
beer.
I'm not even gonna
Yeah.
finish this.
Like
Shit.
with beer, I would eat the shit out of this.
No, that's common.
We just
Okay,
waste them.
now into the weird stuff.
But that is for sure
Wait,
bad.
rate that first.
Huh?
Rate it.
Yeah, but it's for sure bad.
Yeah, but rate it. This.
It's a 3.5, bro. It's military rations.
I don't know, it's a 7 for me too.
No, it's a military ration.
Maybe even an 8.
The world has ended. The world has ended, and we're all on an Arctic train, and you're in the bottom. You're in the bottom of the food chain. You're
Dude,
eating this.
I'd rather be at the bottom if I'm eating that all day. I'm fine with this.
Good for you, mate.
This is like a guava candy.
Looks like raw liver.
Very condensed. Yeah, it's very ugly, but I love it.
But I feel like it's gonna taste like fig.
No, it's very good.
Christ, what's it called?
Try it.
I'm getting acid
Looks like fucking tuna, bro. You can have this with this.
Okay, let me try to do the cheese because standalone, I don't think I would eat much of it.
Okay, I
The
think if you eat-
perfect union.
I mean, this is fine on its own. It's good on its own. It tastes like,
I'm not a big fan of it.
you know what it
on
is,
its own.
bro? It's just like old jam. You know,
Yeah.
okay, you know when you have like strawberry jam?
But that's why it's not nice, no?
And on the outside, it dries up.
You usually have more than
It's
this.
it's just dried up jam.
Oh, really?
Give me some of that
I'm
cheese.
gonna try with a bit more of this.
The cheese is good. Cheese is delicious. You meant to ruin it by having it with this, right?
My grater.
Oh, but God, that's really good.
Good together. Good together.
It makes perfect sense together.
No fucking way.
Because this makes no sense by its own. It's just like
No, it's good.
dries
You
your
usually
mouth.
have.
I don't like it by its own.
This is like the greater piece, not the cheese.
Okay, let me try the cheese by itself. Because the cheese
Very
is very
good.
mild, you know.
This cheese is very good.
Yeah, but it's very mild, so this kind of it complements this
Yeah.
well.
I'm meant to have a lot of this. Cut me how much I should have with this. Because I'm not.
I think the cheese is better on its own though than this on its own.
Yeah, but why would
Like
it?
But together it's just a
Very
perfect marriage.
Yeah.
Like this?
It's supposed to be like that.
Is this approved?
No,
Is this
it's
ratio
not like
approved?
this. But I fucked up
Yeah,
the
more
cut,
cheese.
but it's okay.
Okay, more
yeah.
cheese then.
Oh, there's
Make a
like-
little sandwich out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I
It's
get
good
you.
enough. It's
Is
good
this
enough.
the approved ratio?
It's okay. It's okay.
It's passable, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It makes sense together.
No, it doesn't.
No?
Why would you?
You're probably as like I mean, it's okay. I won't say more. It's gonna turn into like
A war.
a warrior. But we can speak after about it. But I think your take on food is
Los
like
goiabada, bro.
disgusting.
Nah.
You need to
You
like
know
get
what
more
this guy
culture.
is? You know when you have cereal, he pours in the milk first and the cereal. That's what's wrong with you.
That's not true. I don't do that.
You just
Cereal first always.
He's the type of guy
No, I
to
don't
put
do that.
cereal after you pour the milk. But it's
I
like-
do this.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's actually weird.
That's
Fuck.
actually
Really?
fucking-
Why?
Yeah, we're gonna gang up on you now.
No, but okay, this cheese is good as fuck alone. But
You
this
know when
is
you
good
have
as
blue
fuck
cheese with like sweet shit?
alone. Yeah, but it's bad.
It's perfect.
No, it's bad.
You don't like that? Bro, I have like gingerbread and blue cheese for Christmas. It's like the best snack. Mega goated.
That cheese is goated though. I could just eat this block. This
Yeah,
is
it's
for high
very
class
mild.
people.
I like it.
This is also good. It's just old jam. I don't know why you would have this instead of jam. That's what I don't understand.
No, because jam is not like it doesn't combo with cheese.
Just
No, actually,
but
I mean it does, but like not like this. Not like you eat it together
Yeah,
like this.
sure.
You have to put it on bread then or something.
that is delicious. That
I
is
feel like
delicious. Both are delicious. It's just you don't eat that shit together.
This reminds me of fig, which I fucking hate, except
Yeah.
when it's with cheese, you know. So like by its own, I don't like it.
Okay, guys. No, cara tá finishing up, buddy.
Yeah.
Which one of the drinks was your favorite ones? Sugar cane or the guaravita?
Guaravita.
Guaravita.
it cannot even be a discussion.
No. Both are good. Guaravita is a bit better.
the sugar cane drink is horrible.
And about the snacks?
And again, don't even put that near me. You know what I'm talking about, right? The military rations. What's it called?
Bananinha, bro.
Banana.
No. I need to remember the name
this
of this
co-
one, so I remember to specifically never buy it ever again.
Not bad.
Cassini.
Polvilho. Okay, so what's their favorite one?
I mean, this is my favorite over everything.
Pastel?
Pastel, yeah.
10 out of 10.
But the spicy snack was like the best snack, like in a bag.
I bit my own finger.
Really?
Dude, are you okay, bro?
I'm getting uncomfortable. All the respect in the world.
You eat the shit and then you eat this, and it's like.
So the fucking pastel and guaravita then.
12 out of 10. 12 out of 10 pastel.
Yeah, pastel.
And it's so cheap.
There you go.
It's crazy.
Pastel is the best for sure.
Jesus Christ on a motorbike. Oh, bro, my finger actually hurts. I bit it really hard, by the way. There was this, but it's not that much. Bro, I thought there was more. I was like, okay. So the thing is, I had this wrapped in my finger, right?
Wait, are you bleeding?
No, I'm not bleeding. I bit my fingernail.
Oh, it's red on the paper. Wow.
Yeah. No, but I was like, I put it in here, and I was like, oh, is there more?
Esse foi o vídeo, guys, um caos completo. Espero que vocês tenham gostado. Deixa nos comentários aí se vocês querem que eles comam mais algum outro tipo de comida, alguma coisa que vocês acham que seria interessante eles experimentar, beleza? E é isso, deixa o like, se inscreve. Os caras estão fazendo o banquete deles aqui. Gostaram bastante do queijo, do pastel. E, cara, tô muito triste que eles não gostaram da goiabada. Eu amo goiabada. E é isso, obrigado por assistir até aqui.
Good
Falou.
job, Guigo. Good boy.
Porra.